I buried my husband. Then my son stole his grave. My name is Rose Carter. I am 71 years old, and for 48 years I was married to the strongest, kindest man I ever knew, Sergeant Major Daniel "Danny" Carter, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam veteran. He fought for his country. He came home with scars no one could see. He raised our son Ethan with honor, discipline, and love. And when cancer finally took him from me 2 years ago, I thought the worst pain of my life was over. I was wrong. The real pain began 3 months after we buried him. It was a rainy Tuesday in Knoxville, Tennessee. I went to visit Danny's grave like I did every week, carrying fresh white roses, his favorite. But when I reached section 12, row 7, plot 42, the headstone was gone. In its place was a different name, Harold Jenkins. I thought I was losing my mind. I walked up and down the rows, thinking I had forgotten the location. But I knew that grave. I had chosen it myself. I had watched them lower my husband's casket into that ground with full military honors, the flag, the 21-gun salute, the bugle-playing taps. I remembered every second. I drove straight to the cemetery office in shock. The manager looked uncomfortable. "Mrs. Carter, there was a transfer of ownership on that plot. Your son Ethan handled the paperwork. He said you had agreed." I felt the world tilt. "I never agreed to anything," I whispered. That night I called my son. Ethan answered on the third ring, sounding cheerful as always. "Hey Mom, how you doing?" I didn't waste time. "What did you do to your father's grave, Ethan?" There was a short silence. "Mom, listen, we were drowning in debt. The business was failing. Sarah and I had to make hard choices. Dad's military pension and life insurance weren't enough. We sold the plot to pay off creditors. It was just dirt, Mom. Dad's not even there anymore, he's in heaven." I couldn't speak. My own son had sold the final resting place of his father, a man who earned that sacred ground through blood and service, like it was an old car. I hung up the phone and cried harder than I did the day Danny died. But crying doesn't win wars. The next morning, I did what Danny always taught me. I started gathering intelligence. I spent the next 6 months becoming a woman my husband would have been proud of. I hired a private investigator. I got every document. I discovered the full horror. Ethan and his wife Sarah had forged my signature to transfer ownership of Danny's grave plot, cashed out the remaining $280,000 of Danny's life insurance and military survivor benefits, sold most of his military medals and uniforms on the internet, used my name to take a second mortgage on the house Danny and I built together. They had stolen nearly $470,000, and they had sold the last place where I could sit and talk to my husband. The betrayal was so deep it felt like murder. But I stayed quiet. I smiled at family dinners. I babysat my granddaughter Lily while they went on vacations. All the while, I was building a mountain of evidence with the help of a tough female attorney named Margaret Klein and a retired Marine JAG officer named Colonel Reeves. They both told me the same thing. This is one of the worst cases of elder financial abuse and desecration we've ever seen. I didn't want their